Hello everyone, this is DJTHED from Try to Watch This, and today we are reviewing the Pomson 6000. It is considered to be one of the most frowned upon weapon in the TF2 community. It's like, people will make fun of you for using this weapon because they just hate this weapon so much. Because it's basically a weapon where you are a jerk taking away people's cloak and ubercharge, which is very, very rude of you. Why would you do such a thing? Don't use this weapon. See you guys later. No, I'm just kidding, of course. Why would I end the video after like 30 seconds? Okay, anyway, so, as you can tell, this video is on the Pomson, and, you know, you can already tell what my views of this weapon is. Basically, I don't like this weapon too much. It's a weird, gimmicky weapon that has very mixed opinions on it, but most of it being that this weapon's bad, don't use it, or the other half being just a bit overpowered, you know. So let's go ahead and talk about the stats. This weapon has a total of 3 pros, and there's no cons, but I'll go ahead and make up a con just because I can. So, the first con is the projectile cannot be deflected. So, it is one of the few projectiles in this game that cannot be reflected, but luckily you can tell that this weapon cannot be reflected because of its unique projectile. So, keep that in mind. And the next pro is on hit, victim loses 10% metagun ubercharge, which is of course kind of where this weapon gets a little iffy. And as well as this next pro, which is on hit, victim loses 10% of cloak. Basically, you know, kind of ruining the spy's groove, especially if they're carrying the dead ringer. My god, this is terrible. Okay, the con I'm gonna make up here is basically that this weapon is basically a projectile. It is a very slow projectile, and, you know, that's not as good as a shotgun, because the shotgun has spread, and it's basically a hit scan weapon, which is just an instant weapon. Oh, instant weapon, that makes no sense. Basically a weapon that hits people right when you click the mouse button. There's no projectile speed at all. It's just instantaneous. So, let's go and talk about this weapon. This weapon came out on Australian Christmas of 2011. This weapon, at first, was basically pretty bad. Very overpowered. At first, it had penetration, which is also another pro that it used to have. It was able to penetrate enemies, and because of that, it basically removed not just 20% of their cloak or whatever. It's actually going to take away how many times it hits them, because every single tick the projectile's inside the person, it'll take away more metagun charge or more cloak. So it'll do even more damage if you're walking backwards. So if you see how it used to work, is if you were to see this projectile heading towards you, you want to move forward, not back. Because if you move back, this weapon would have done more damage to you. But that's not the case any longer. It has a new mechanic, basically meaning that there's no projectile. Sorry about that. There is no penetration. The penetration is gone since August 15th, and that's basically making this weapon a tad bit less terrible. But due to that patch as well, the damage has also been improved, but that's not a big deal because, you know, it's supposed to kind of make up for that loss of penetration, because the penetration also does quite a bit of damage because, you know, it does hit the player every time the game ticks, basically every single frame. This weapon is still pretty frowned upon, even though it did get its nerf. It's inevitable nerf, but it's just, I still don't really like this weapon, even though it did get nerfed. I was kind of excited when it got nerfed. It's like no longer so overpowered, and it's so jerk-ish of a weapon. It's no longer that type of weapon, but it still kind of is considered that way by many people. But this weapon is also part of the Goreborts pack, which is also made by Widow Workshop, which makes these weapons in this game, and also make real-life versions of these weapons. So you can actually buy this weapon in real life. Of course, not functioning. Why would you buy this weapon if it was functioning? Like, it's not even real. Well, kind of. Whatever. You can buy this weapon at Widow Workshop. It's not like you would want it, because, you know, this weapon is pretty frowned upon. But, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say, really. This weapon is frowned upon, really. Come on, why would you use it? Why would you use this weapon? I wouldn't use it. You shouldn't use it. Don't use it. See you guys later.